If it's true that Tom Cruise hasn't seen his daughter for more than a year, it's a pretty extraordinary revelation. My understanding is that Katie Holmes and Tom Cruise don't even speak to each other. And she, I believe, is very concerned about the effect of the Church of Scientology on Tom.
It has been more than a decade since Katie Holmes divorced Tom Cruise, but the battle between them isn't over. Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes were an enigmatic pairing made in pop culture and tabloid heaven. Their whirlwind, paparazzi-fueled, roller coaster romance lasted only a few years before the two finally decided to call it quits. Now it seems like Katie is digging up old graves and exposing some shocking details about the divorce, which may threaten Tom Cruise's life and career. This story gets darker and juicier, so you don't want to miss out. This messy story starts way before many of us were even born. When Katie Holmes was a little girl, she dreamed that one day she would marry Hollywood actor Tom Cruise. Be careful what you wish for. The Dawson's Creek actress revealed her childhood crush to Seventeen magazine all the way back in 2004. After Cruise caught wind of the interview, the actor contacted Holmes' manager and asked to meet with her. The meeting happened under the pretense that the creators of Mission Impossible were considering Holmes for a role. Holmes said of first seeing Cruise, "I knew in an instant that we were going to be together, that we were going to get married." When they first met in April 2005, he was 42 and she was 26. Many people already found that to be a huge red flag. But Katie was wearing the rose-colored glasses of love, so she ignored all of this, and an exciting romance was sparked between the two. There was the inevitable super couple nickname of Tomcat. Cruise went on a wild PR offensive, gushing about his boundless love for Holmes. Couch jumping, knee dropping, and fist pumping galore. "We've never seen you behave this way before," Oprah exclaimed. "I can't be cool. I can't be laid back," Cruise fervently replied. "Something has happened, and I want to celebrate it." Within only 8 weeks of meeting each other, Tomcat was engaged. 4 months later, Cruise and Holmes announced they were expecting a baby. Their daughter, Suri, was born in April 2006. 7 months later, they married in a 15th century Italian castle. It seemed like their fairy tale love story would last forever, but it wasn't meant to be. Things soon spiraled out of control. Holmes stunned the tabloids and her husband by filing for divorce in 2012. The terms were negotiated and settled in 10 days, which is impressive given the messiest part of Cruise and Holmes' divorce. Now, this is where things get interesting. The settlement was one of the quickest in Hollywood history, so people were obviously confused. Was Katie so done with Tom that she was willing to get away from him no matter what it took? What triggered such a response? Well, the answers are truly shocking, and there are many reasons why Katie chose to leave Tom, so let's go through all of them. Since the divorce, both Katie and Tom have remained tight-lipped about the exact reasoning behind their divorce. However, the Mission Impossible actor previously revealed that he didn't expect his wife to file for divorce. Throughout their relationship, Katie disapproved of Tom's parenting style. Tom is known for his strict approach to raising his children, while Katie was more hands-off and wanted to give her daughter more freedom. Sources told The Hollywood Reporter it was a clear sign she wouldn't let Scientology separate her from her child. Suri Cruise's close relationship with Katie Holmes grew even closer after her parents divorced. It seems Katie also became keen to distance herself and Suri. Meanwhile, Tom's relationship with Suri was fractured after this. According to TMZ, he pays over $33,000 a month in child support, but the last time Tom was publicly spotted with Suri was in 2013, a year after he and Katie divorced. A source close to Holmes' legal team added that the actress was very relieved that a settlement was reached. Katie is glad that this situation has been resolved so swiftly and amicably. This wasn't Katie's only win. Her threatening and aggressive approach also earned her things beyond her and her daughter's freedom. According to documents filed, Cruz must pay Holmes $400,000 per year in child support until Suri turns 18. The sum amounts to a grand total of $4.8 million. Cruz will also be required to pay for Suri's expenses, including medical, dental, insurance, education, college, and other extracurricular costs. Cruz and Holmes have reportedly agreed that Suri will not be enrolled in a residential school between now and her high school years, meaning that she will be legally unable to attend any boarding schools, including Scientology. But why did she develop such animosity for Tom? Well, there is history there too. According to a Radar Online report, Holmes agreed to a series of rules designed to make sure she didn't embarrass Cruz following their divorce. Amazingly enough, one of those rules was that Holmes couldn't date anyone publicly for 5 years after her marriage to Cruz ended. Katie signed a clause in her quickie divorce settlement that prevents her from embarrassing Tom in various ways, like talking about him or Scientology, or publicly dating another man for 5 years after the divorce. She's allowed to date, but she cannot do so in a public fashion, and she's not supposed to let any boyfriend near their daughter, Suri. According to that same report, Holmes agreed to that astonishing rule because she really wanted out of the marriage. Katie wanted out of the marriage so badly, she agreed to the terms and got $4.8 million in child support, plus another $5 million for herself. No wonder Katie wanted to get away from that toxic situation. Being able to spend the next 5 years living in complete obscurity and not being able to date someone must have been frustrating and infuriating for Katie. No wonder she has publicly lashed out the way she did. In conclusion, there were several factors that may have contributed to the breakup between Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes. From their significant age difference to their differing lifestyle choices, parenting styles, and career goals, it is clear that the couple had some fundamental differences that ultimately led to the end of their marriage. One thing is clear though, Katie Holmes is not happy with the way things have turned out and wants the world to know what she went through to get away from that awful situation. Click on one of the 2 videos on your screen right now.